Hi class, today I'm going to go over putting on fire safety equipment which we use when we go into fires and responding to car accidents for our ultimate safety. We use two things when we go into fires. We use turnout gear and our breathing apparatus, our SCBAs. We have our jacket, our boots, our face shield, our helmet, our flash hood, Nomex hood, gloves, and our SCBA breathing apparatus. How do I know all this stuff helps us out? Better outcomes in fires and keeping us safe in fires, because I am a firefighter. I wear this stuff all the time. I'm a firefighter with Bellevue and a firefighter with Vista Fire Department. Before you do any of this though, however, you want to make sure all your equipment's in proper function. You want to make sure there's no tears in your turnout gear, no frays, because that heat will get in and can burn you. So the number one thing is your safety in a fire. So if you're going to a fire without having proper equipment, you're setting yourself up for failure. So I'm going to check all my equipment, make sure it's all good. Checking all your straps on your face piece. You have to have a proper seal on your face so you don't breathe in toxic fumes, which is also known as smoke. Okay, now I'm going to demonstrate putting on my turnout gear. Take my shoes off. I want to make sure that I pull up my pants all the way thoroughly. Make sure there's no catch points bunched up or anything, so heat or steam can get through. I'm going to button them and then put the suspenders on. The suspenders help you so your pants aren't sagging, so they're always tight on your waist. Next, I'm going to put on my Nomex hood. This is to protect your head underneath your helmet from getting burnt. All of this protects you from getting burnt. You're completely sealed up. The ultimate thing is to not have any skin exposure. So next I'm going to put on my bunker coat. Make sure it fits properly. Everything, you should have been sized out before you ever even go to a fire. Everything should fit you thoroughly and properly. The next thing I'm going to do is come over to my SCBA, and you want this to have, it holds up to 4,500 pounds of pressure. It's just air, it's not oxygen. You just fill it up with a basic compressor. You want to make, there's two places that you check. You can check your bottle, which I'm at 4,000, and if it's under 4,000, you have to refill it, because you do not want to go into a fire under 4,000. And then your regulator. So I will turn my bottle on by opening the pressure relief valve. And this is called my pass, so it will be on my strap when I eventually put this on over my shoulders, and it should correspond to what the bottle's reading. So this reads 4,000 and this reads 4,000. So now that my bottle's on, I'm going to place it on my shoulders just like a backpack. There's two straps, two shoulder straps. I'm going to harness them down, and then you have a belt strap. I'm going to tighten that. Looks like a little seat belt. My next step, I'll go get my mask, I'll loosen it all the way before I put it on my face. Put it on. Do the first 2 straps on the bottom. Do the 2 straps on the top. I'll put my hand over the mouthpiece where the mouthpiece will go to make sure I have a proper seal and breathe in tight. I have a proper seal, no air coming through. Next, I will get my Nomex hood and pull it over my mask to make sure I have no skin exposing. Followed by putting on my fire helmet. I'll tighten it as much as I can so I don't have a loose helmet. Strap it on. Then I want to make sure that I have no other skin exposing, so I'll get my coat and I'll thoroughly make sure it's zipped up all the way and strapped up as good as I can. Followed by, I will get my regulator, and there's a little hook on my mask with these 2 little prongs. I'll match them up, push them down, and push in, and now I'm hooked up to air. I can breathe, I can go into a fire without breathing any of the toxic fumes. This makes life safety immensely higher. If I went into a fire with no mask or anything, I would go to the ground instantly, breathing in all that toxic fumes, and I'd be worthless. I'd die in there. The last thing I do is put on my gloves. Making sure they fit properly, making sure they're all the way on. Check all my gear, and I'm ready. I can technically go into a fire right now. This is the proper procedures of putting on firefighter bunker gear. I know this, again, I'm reiterating that this is basic life safety for hazmat, for fire, for car fires, car accidents, so you don't breathe in any harmful substances. Thank you for listening to my speech, and I hope you learned something today.